All right, G's, let's go. Now, today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I became massively successful at the beautiful age of 23. I mean, guys, look, like I'm doing quite well for myself. And I want you to do the same, okay? And it's absolutely possible to do this at a young age. That's a big misconception. A lot of people think that you gotta be like fucking 30, gotta be like 40 in order to become rich, be a millionaire. That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Look, I mean, you can buy a Rolex at 23, okay? You can fucking spend huge amounts of money. You can travel. You can do all that. I mean, just look at this beautiful ice. You can do the same thing, man. You can do the absolute same thing. Now, there's 3 things, though, that I want to talk about that I did in order to fucking put myself ahead of like the entire competition of my age. I, I am literally just from earnings alone. I'm like top 1% on the entire planet. From body, I'm top 1% on entire planet. My style, top percentage of entire planet. From fucking women, top percentage, top 1% of the entire planet. And there's 3 things that got me there. The number one thing is I always had high expectations for myself. You have to have high expectations for yourself. Now, what are high expectations? For example, when I was 14, like literally, like my entire family just I'm gonna be a millionaire by the age of 23. Okay, like that was just a given for me. I was like, bro, like, what else am I gonna do? Be poor? What? I'm gonna be a broke boy? Like, bro. And look, every kid is like that. If you ask any kid, like any kid at the age of like 6, what do you want when you're like 25? It's gonna be like, yeah, I wanna have a supercar. I wanna be fucking president. I wanna be an astronaut. It's always some grand shit. But the thing is, most of you guys lose this standard. I've always had this standard. Every single time. Like, I don't think it doesn't matter. I always had this standard. Now, the thing is this with high standards. Once you have the high standards, you actually have to follow through. All right. And the thing with high standards is it forces you to evaluate where you are right now. The problem with most of you guys, you seriously lack, like it's just mind blowing. You lack such a serious amount of self-reflection. You wake up in the morning, like, okay, let's just fucking do what the average guy does when he wakes, or what the average guy goes through when he wakes up in the morning. And I say go through. Wakes up in the morning, like I was bed here, right? Wakes up in the morning. It's like, all right. Goes to the fucking bathroom, looks in the mirror, looks himself deep in the eyes, and fucking just this weak stare, just what a weakling. Looks at his body, it's just hanging. It's weak, it's skinny, it's fat. It's like, damn. Goes back, grabs his phone, goes through. I mean, no real messages, no one's really caring about him. I open my bank account. I don't know if you have no cash in the bank account. I get it. You probably don't even open your bank account. But let's say you open your bank account. It says like $50, maybe a little bit more, maybe 200, nothing. Fucking goes back to a phone, goes on Instagram, sees like hot chicks. None of them would message him ever. Goes to his DMs, just some loser friends that he has. No chicks. No, nothing. And because he doesn't have high standards, he doesn't say, well, I think there's a serious problem here. Where are my fucking bitches? Where's my fucking cash? None of the guys do that. That's why I say you fucking lack you lack serious amounts of self-reflection. And it's actually pretty scary. And the reason you lack that is because you don't have high standards for yourself. When I was your age, I mean, I don't know what age you are, but when I was 15, my standards was like, why don't I fucking have a supermodel girlfriend? Like literally. Why don't I have all types of bitches dancing around me? And that's why I was like, okay, I gotta learn how to get chicks. I mean, I remember I was like, when was it? It was around 2020. I was like 20 years old. Especially when the corona pandemic hit. I was like, bro, I'm broke. Like what? I just went, guys, I was so broke. I would literally go on a date with a chick. I would have like 5 euros in my fucking pocket. I didn't even have enough money to afford a wallet. I had 5 euros in my pocket, which I borrowed from my mom to go on a date, and I wasn't even sure if it was gonna like fucking cover the bill. Cause if the girl started like ordering too much, then I'd be like, fuck, I can't pay this. I would go like to restaurants that like, looked very nice, but they were essentially very, very cheap. Like just fucking 2 euro drinks and shit like that. And if the girl ordered too much, I'd be fucked. I was like, okay, am I gonna pay for both of us? I literally was on a day one time where I tried to pay with a fucking coupon. Like, because I used to be an Instagram influencer. So they gave me this coupon to restaurants and shit. And I go to this restaurant where it always worked. It always worked. I would like get something for like $20. And because I had I had a lot of Instagram followers. I used to have 40K Instagram followers. My account got banned, whatever. And I would like go through this app where you like pay influencers and they pay their meals if I just take a fucking picture of the fucking food, whatever. And then this one time I'm with this chick and I'm trying to do the same, and all of a sudden the waiter comes, this bitch, damn, comes and says, you can't do it. I'm like, why? He's like, yeah, because it's only for you. You can't pay for the chick. So now I let the chick order food and all that shit, thinking I'm gonna just pay it off with my fucking influencing game. And then the waiter says no. I'm like, fuck. And then I had the chick pay for it, and the chick started saying, yeah, all these guys, they're such broke boys, never fucking pay for shit, da, da, da. And I was just sitting there just looking, listen. That's how broke I was, okay? Now, I had a standard for myself. I was like, why the fuck am I not a millionaire? Why the fuck can't I just pay for anything in my, like, pay for anything I want? And that's that standard I had. You guys probably just look at this like, whatever, shit happens. No, shit doesn't happen. Not with Prince. All right. So let's move to the second one. Is you guys do not strategize and plot. Guys, it's so mind, like it just breaks my mind. How can you not be plotting and strategizing in order to become better? That's all I did ever in my life. Literally, all my life is competition. Probably what you guys need, and I'm gonna talk about this in another video, is you guys need to start enrolling in competitions, like sports competitions, because that teaches your brain that life is a competition. And in order to win competition, you gotta plan what you gotta do. You gotta train according to a training plan so you can fucking beat that guy. Okay? Right, this is basic shit. But you guys lack strategy and plot. You guys do not sit down. Like literally, you guys, you wake up in the morning and instead of fucking sitting down, you just look at your phone and do dumb shit. But you don't sit down and think, all right, I want to be rich. And I need a plan. What can I do to get rich? And then maybe you could start Googling, okay, I could do this, I could do that, I'm gonna try this, da, da, da. You guys don't even do that shit. Like, why? I'm really trying to understand. I don't understand it. Like, I already have plans to become a boss player by the age of 25. Like, when I say boss player, like, you understand boss player, right? I'm talking about like high net worth individual. That's what I'm talking about. Like like these guys are just like fucking just like fucking high net worth individual. That's the guy you come to if you fucking need something. That's the guy fucking other rich people come to solve the problems. Like boss player type of shit. being with like the big boys in the game, like other big boys that have status. I already have plans where I'm gonna be such a boss player by the age of 25. I'm gonna look like older than fucking 40-year-olds. I'm gonna look more mature than 40-year-olds. And I already have plans for that. I already written them down. It's right here, right next to me. I wrote them down. Like steps that I'm gonna follow. And it's gonna happen. And you guys don't do shit. Look, it was not a coincidence that I did my bachelor's in mathematics and information systems, the two hardest degrees in the world, one of the hardest degrees in the world, for sure, in 3 years instead of 5 years. I planned that shit. Like, the moment I went to university, I planned, I'm gonna finish faster than everyone else. And I was like, I literally met up with the school official. I was like, look, I want to do this. Like, how the fuck do they? Okay, they gotta do this in this amount of hours. You gotta do summer classes probably. You gotta do this in another school, in order to fast track your progress. This didn't just happen. I didn't get a full ride scholarship just like that either. I was 16 and I heard there was this opportunity. I was in Austria, like I got it to another country, America. I was like, okay, that's how fast I need to run. That's how I need to fucking train. That's how often I need to train. It was planned, guys. I plotted and strategized like a fucking chess player. You gotta be a boss chess player in life, guys. And you guys don't even, like, you don't even understand. Do you even know how to play chess? Like, actually? Like, have you ever played chess ever? Do you understand how the rules of the, whatever. Okay, you guys gotta plan and strategize. It's really that simple. You guys gotta do that. There is no war that is won without a plan or strategy. There is no fucking big, like, muscles, big guy that fucking pulls up in a six-pack and fucking gains like this and says, yeah, it just happened by mistake or by coincidence. It's all planned. There's no Olympic champion ever that just got there by, mistake, No, it was a plan. Like, okay, in 4 years we have the Olympics. We got to go to these and these training cycles. Then we're gonna pull up. We're gonna run like this in the semis, in the qualifying rounds, in the semis, and in the finals we're gonna run fucking all out. We're gonna have this and this plan at every stage of the fucking race. Guys, it's that simple. And then the last thing is you can't be lazy. You actually have to follow through on your plan and be a fucking hard ass work. It's 8 a.m. right now. I pulled an all-nighter and I'm still making videos for you guys. Like, literally. I could have went to sleep and I'm still going to sleep. But I could have just fucking went to sleep. But I'm not a lazy person. I fucking put in the work. Okay? Guys, I'm making 6 figures off my business. I'm making YouTube videos. I'm trying to network. Okay? I'm fucking trying to get connected in different countries, trying to get residences here, there, I'm learning about investing. I'm learning even more about, just everything, how the economy works, inflation. I'm doing all this shit at the same time. I don't give a fuck, because I gotta be boss player. I told you my plans, boss player. And that's the problem with you guys. You guys are fucking lazy. You wake up, you don't do shit. You go play video games, then you eat the food you didn't even fucking deserve. That's another thing. Try waking up in the morning and don't eat shit. Start eating once you fucking worked. Like in the good old days. You know your ancestors, what they did? They woke up in the morning and they have to fucking hunt for the food. And you just wake up, you lazy ass, and you just eat. What a waste. What a shame. So stop being a lazy guy. If you do all these things, 3 things that I told you about, there's no way on the planet that you're gonna fail. Literally.